Hello gamers, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute, but I'm so happy to see you. I wanted to jump on here today to make a video about just games that I've picked up since the new year because it's been half of a year already. Can you believe it? I put my first YouTube video out in the end of December, just before the new year started. So I've been collecting stuff for 6 months that I haven't even updated you guys on. So I'm really excited to share all of the good games I've got, and a couple of them are from PAX East, so there's definitely some exciting finds that I found there. Right before we jump into it, I do want to say, by the time my next video is uploaded, I'm going to have changed my YouTube name. So my username is going to stay the same, like @SweetWeeby, but my channel name, the like bigger part that says Sweeby, I'm gonna change it to Serena Loon, mostly because I still love my username Sweet Weeby, but I love my name Serena, and because my username is like Sweet Weeby, people always call me Weeby, and like I don't even watch that much anime anymore, so it doesn't feel like that nickname makes sense. So I feel like Serena Loon is a much more suiting name for me. It's like Serena Loon, Sailor Moon, and also I just like my name. Sorry, I got, like, everyone gets assigned a name at birth, you know? Me, I got a good one. Like, I would just rather be called Serena. So yeah, I'm changing my name on here to be Serena Loon. So by the next time I upload, don't be alarmed. There's not an imposter that you've suddenly started following. It's me. I'm Serena. That's my name. So, and as such, I will start introducing myself in my videos because I didn't want to call myself Sweeby in my videos because it felt really like, I don't know. Anyways, also in the background, you might notice we have Twilight Princess's home menu on screen because, you know, a little entertainment for the background. No big deal. So, without further ado, let me share with you all of the wonderful games that I've picked up since January. All right, so the first game, so just for context also, obviously this is a collective haul. I try not to be like over consumptuous in my buying things because even though I buy everything, pretty much everything secondhand, I do just try not to accumulate too much because you just have to be reasonable. Like, there's not enough time to play everything if you're just collecting things to collect them, you know what I mean? So I try to be reasonable in the amount of games that I buy in order to just make sure that I'm not wasteful. The first game that I want to show you guys is a birthday gift to myself, which was Trauma Center Under the Knife. I got it from this game store called DVD and Video Game Exchange, and it was a cute store. They didn't have the greatest selection, but the people who worked there were really nice, and the prices were a little high, but I think I got this one for 20 bucks, so I was happy about that. I really like this game. How I would describe this, if you've never played it, is it's like an anime medical drama that's like a visual novel crossed with a really intense and kind of stressful version of like that Operation game you used to play as a kid. I really enjoyed it so far, but I would like to play all the way through it as soon as possible. Next up, in May, from a flea market, I picked up Nintendog's Dalmatian Friends Complete in Box for $10. And actually, in this past month that I haven't been making videos, I did film a video of me playing this and like exploring the save file and adopting the dogs that were on the save file. But it was kind of boring. The video was kind of boring. So that will be Serena Loon Lost Media. I think I just created Lost Media. No one will ever see it. Yeah, this didn't end up being very entertaining as a video, so I figured skip it, wait for something a little bit better quality, because you know, I like to bring you guys interesting things. That aside, I guess we can move on to some additional finds from a different flea market, same month, but I got, for also $10, 2 Wii games, Babysitting Mama and Donkey Kong Country Returns. I'm really excited about these two. I haven't touched either of them yet just because, you know, I'm busy. That's all I can say on that. I love the Wii, but I will say I like my handhelds better. I've also been on an insane Neopets kick for the entire past month, so that's been big for me. This I actually got from a flea market in Philly. I'll actually tell you guys who it was. Wait, do I have their card? Okay, I don't have their card, I don't think, anymore, but they were called Warped Media. They're called Warped Media PHL on Instagram, I think, and they were super cool. I don't know if they sell online at all, but if you ever see them at a flea market of sorts, they're really sweet and they gave me a good deal. I mean, they had them marked as 8 and 3, but they just gave me both for 10, which was really nice of them. Also, fun fact, I've never played a Donkey Kong game, so sue me, burn me at the stake, I don't know. I've never played a Donkey Kong game, so this will be my very first. So while I was at PAX East last month, I did pick up a couple of DS games, a Game Boy game, and some PC games. So first up, for a whopping $5, I got Quick Yoga Training. Let's go. My friend suggested this to me as a joke, but I was instantly interested because I've been going to yoga once a week to try to exercise, and it's been really helpful. So I'm gonna try and do yoga on my DS and, you know, keep the habit even when I'm not at a yoga class. I can learn yoga on my DS. So this one is untouched so far, but I'm really excited to check it out. I do have 2 loose games that I got that are also DS. So one of them is a repurchase, Paws and Claws Pet Vet. It's so cute. So I had this game as a kid and now I have revisited it. It was really fun to like play a little bit, but I didn't ever realize like it's kind of a empty game. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just haven't gotten far enough in it yet, but I did have to restart my save file twice because I was like, I'm like wasting my money, and you can't get money very easily in this game in the beginning. So like if you don't spend it wisely, you can be like me, you just started over twice because you messed up. Okay, next up is, if you know, Anno 1701. Okay, this game, hold on. Anno 1701 is so fun. I am blessed enough to get to work on marketing for the next Anno game because that's my job. I picked this one up because, you know, I get a little bit heartfelt. I'm like, yay, I want to try out, like, I like to try out all of the older versions of games that I get to work on because it's really fun. And like, genuinely, I could talk for hours about this, but I won't go on too long about this one. But my advice, so I have a mostly US audience here. Please check out Anno if you've never heard of it. It's so good. But I am definitely biased because, well, it's my job. Up next, the only Game Boy game that I picked up at PAX East was Herbie Fully Loaded, and this was $5 as well. And I was really happy about that because I had this game as a kid, and you know, it's fun to pick up the things you used to have and revisit it. I haven't put it into the Game Boy yet, only because I recently did surgery on my Game Boy, so I have yet to play it, but maybe I'll demo it whenever I talk about the surgery I did on my Game Boy Advance. I don't know about you guys, but as a kid, I played a lot of PC games. I loved the online games, but I don't know if you remember, PC games used to be physical. At PAX East, I was lucky enough to stumble across this stand called Indiepocalypse, and I was like, what's that? I like indie games. Basically, this company, Indiepocalypse / Pizza Pranks, makes physical copies of PC games. They are USB sticks inside cassette cases, and they're indie games for PC in a physical format. So in my experience, basically how it works is you plug the USB stick into your computer and you copy the zip, like you unzip the zip onto your computer, and you just play it. So one of them is a compilation. So they do this like monthly compilation of just a bunch of different indie games slash like possibly software. Like there's like a zine maker on here. And then sometimes they also publish like standalone indie games. And the reason I purchased Who's Lila is because this has been on my Steam wish list for actually almost 2 years. Like I just hadn't bought it because I wasn't sure. And then I saw it in physical form and I was like, well, that can't be beat. So something I love about this is I can share it with my friends. I can never get my license to play it revoked because I have the files. I can just put it on my computer. So I love it. I'm so thrilled with these. Honestly, I am obsessed with it to the point that I literally ordered more from their website. So these two were $5 each. I think they're both visual novels, so I'm really excited to try them out. For Indiepocalypse number 8 in specific, this is one of the compilations. Gachi was the main game I was interested in when I was picking this up, because it's basically a really messed up little game where you have a like Tamagotchi girlfriend that you have to take care of. And I won't spoil it, but it's a crazy game. So while I was at PAX East, I also got a couple of different like game related physical items that were not actually games, and I do want to share them with you because they're important parts of my collection now. First up, this official binder for Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer amiibos. I was so thrilled about this. Like I've never seen this in my life. I never even knew that they made these. I can't remember how much I paid for it. I want to say it was like 15 bucks or something, but yeah, it's like a binder made for the 3DS era. So of course, on the first couple pages are my 3DS era amiibo cards, but I don't have that many amiibo cards from the 3DS era. So as we flip the pages, there are a bunch of Switch era amiibos, but I'm just really thrilled about this because I've never had a proper way to store my amiibos. Like I've always kept them just in a rubber band, which probably damaged them a little bit. They're probably all a little bit like fricked up on the sides. So honestly, it's much safer to keep my cards in here. And plus it's absolutely adorable. It's literally perfect. I also, from the same booth, I found this sticker page of just like 3DS stickers, so I got it. I'm not like the biggest fan of Pokemon, we know this, so like, I don't care about those, but I like the 3DS stickers, they're cute. The last physical thing I want to show you is, oh my goodness, so I found a carrying case for my 2DS and I've already decorated it. I had to clean it and decorate it because it was dirty and a little bit ugly, but I think I've made it cutesy pie. Add a little Kirby, of course. And I love it. When I had walked up to the stand, the guy was like, it was like in the back on a shelf, like behind the cashier area. And I was like, what is that? Is that a 2DS case? And he was like, no, it's a 3DS case. And I was like, I had both my 3DS XL and my 2DS on me. And I was like, oh, can I see it for a second? And lo and behold, it's a 2DS case. I really wanted, like, I've always wanted a case for my 2DS. I've just kept it in this like makeup bag that I had that was like cushiony, but now I really wanted like an officially Nintendo case for it, even though they didn't make very many of them. This is good enough for me. Like I'm happy about this. So I'm just thrilled to have it. I'm having trouble finding it right now, but I actually had one more thing I wanted to show you guys, which is I ordered off of eBay the Persona 3 Reload soundtrack and I have it. So I'll just put a picture of it here. It was like 30 bucks. I probably paid way too much for it, but I just really wanted it because I do collect CDs. Fun fact about me, I love music. Doesn't everyone? But yeah, I collect CDs. Honestly, I only recently started intentionally collecting them again. I pretty much only ever just like buy a CD when I go to a concert for someone I really love. But now I've started like intentionally picking up more CDs. I miss making CDs. I have collected a lot of CDs over the course of my life. So I'm excited to pick up some more game soundtracks if I can. I mean, one of the things that was a little disappointing when I was at PAX East is that they had a couple of booths that had like different like physical copies of games or physical copies of their soundtracks, and for some reason everyone always loves vinyl. Like there's only vinyl records sold, and I hate vinyl. Like I don't want to take care of a vinyl record. A record player that's actually good quality that will sound good is kind of mad expensive, and like I don't want one of those really shitty little suitcase ones. I just like records are so nastily expensive too. So yeah, I collect CDs. Maybe I'll talk about it one day for real in a video, but I don't know. This channel is about gaming. Okay, fine. I have one more thing I want to show you guys because I feel like all of my nerdy things just kind of go together, and I don't know, I have more interest than just video games, so I want to show you. I love the show Invincible, and one of my favorite characters is Battle Beasts. They recently came out with the first issue of a Battle Beast comic spin-off series, and it's really disappointing. They only have blind bags for picking up Battle Beast, and unfortunately I got the blank one. I know some people like these because they go to cons and they get them like drawn on, but it totally stunk because the comic book shop that I go to, love them. I'm so glad they have a one per person policy, but myself and my boyfriend both got the blank one, so it was just kind of disappointing. But I also got doll parts. This is like the full art cover of the first issue. My friend recommended me this series and I really like it. But I think what I'm gonna do is next month the author is coming out with a bound copy of all 4 issues in the series, so I'm probably gonna pick that up instead of collecting individual copies because I don't take good care of my comics, and I'm brave and mature enough to say that I don't take good care of my comics. So when I have a bound copy of like a collection of issues of comics, I take much better care of it, and it's just easier to care for because it's not so floppy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like any of these games. Let me know your thoughts. I'm really excited to hear what you have to say. I always love to chit chat in the comments section. So likely next video is going to be about physical mods on my Game Boy, so definitely look forward to that. And I hope you have a really good rest of your week. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, feel free to drop a like because it helps me out and I really appreciate you. So bye!